Okay, so this will be a 5-minute video. Somebody asked the question, perhaps many others are wondering the same thing when I talked about the absolute longitude corresponding to Mars. And I'll explain what I mean. So, a circle is a circle is a circle is a circle. We can place the 360 degrees circle of the zodiac around anything, actually. You can place it inside a coffee cup if you wish, just as a way of example. Now, if you look up here at the coordinates of Pacific Palisades, okay, which is in California. And if you recall, I mentioned that transiting Mars at 27 degrees. And when I looked at it, it was a couple of days ago, so Mars was 28. And what I said was that when you place the zodiac around the equator and you look at the absolute longitude. Now, for those that are not familiar with longitude, latitude, I'll break it down. It's very simple. The coordinates to the left, where you see it says 34 north, 02, 53. That is the latitude. The longitude are the figures to the right, where it says 118 degrees west, 31, 32. Now, if you, let me just show you actually, just quickly look something up to show you. I feel the same way, Coco. Um, hey, Coco. Just bear with me, guys. I'll just be a sec. I had this page up before and I just forgot that I closed my browser. Um, okay, here we go. So, it's just some random website. Doesn't really matter. You obviously see the name, so you can go to it whenever you wish. See these three columns? Uh, the zodiac begins at 0 degrees Aries, right? And if you look to the right, you can see that 1 degrees of Aries is 1 degrees of Aries, or 361. And so on 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 and so forth. So 12 degrees Aries would be 12 degrees in absolute longitude, or 372. And what I was showing you guys before was that if you look at the absolute longitude of Pacific Palisades, California, the absolute longitude, that's it there, where it says 118 degrees west. Now, what's 118 degrees in terms of what we are talking about here? Let me just bring that page back up again. So let's find Cancer. There's the column of Cancer. Let's go all the way down to 118 degrees. Boom. There it is. Cancer, 28 degrees equals 118 degrees in absolute longitude. So transiting Mars is at 28 degrees of Cancer. Well, it was yesterday or the day before when I first mentioned this. Now, I mean, you can apply this to any chart, any place in the world. It just so happened that myself and my friend were looking at this together, and we thought, okay, so Mars is pretty huge at the moment. Let's have a look at where it falls relative to the equator, which is what we did. And so there we found it. Mars, Pacific Palisades, Fires, California. That's it, folks. Simple as that. You can apply that to any place around the globe, around the equator. If you want to look at different countries, different cities relative to where these planets in at the moment, or at any point in time for that matter, are corresponding to specific absolute longitude, and where that is in the zodiac, and how that corresponds to a place, a nation, a city, whatever. That's it. That's all I wanted to show you, because somebody asked the question, if it's true, can you show us how? And I responded by saying, well, it's not a case of truth or lies, it's just a case of it being a fact, an astronomical fact relative to a 360 degrees circle, which well, there's many great circles. Actually, one of them is the zodiac, the 360 degrees circle that we work with in any system of astrology. It doesn't matter which system you work through, there's always a 360 degrees circle. And there's something called latitude and there's something called longitude. And you can project the zodiac around the equator and find the absolute longitude and see what that equates to relative to the position of the planets at any given moment. Hope that helps. And I was just watching the full moon out from my balcony. She's shining very bright. Um, I've spoken about the full moon, so I'm not going to go into that again. Anyway, I hope you're all doing well. Be safe. Take care. See you soon.